Hello, welcome to this comprehensive demonstration of XLOOKUP. So here I have a table of revenues by clients for different months and then different account managers at the end. If you're familiar with VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index and match, index and match again plus sum this time around, then you're going to find this very interesting, because what they all can do in these scenarios that I've created, XLOOKUP nicely replaces them. So let's start with VLOOKUP. You know that VLOOKUP is used for getting a record that is for a particular entity you're searching for. So in this case, mobile, and then I'm looking for the January revenue. And so this VLOOKUP is really straightforward for everyone. Now with XLOOKUP, right, I can do all of that same activity. So I'm looking for the syntax is very similar. I'm looking for mobile, in which now here's the interesting thing. Instead of a table that I have to select as for VLOOKUP, it asks me first in which lookup array. So you need to select a column or a row, something that is not wider than one row, or just long in one direction. Let me use that word. Then the return array. In this case, I want for the January, right? So this will be my return array. So whatsoever mobile is on row wise should get me the January revenue. And the interesting thing is it adds a lot of interesting additional features. In this case, what if it's not found? What we typically do with if error, wrapping if error around the VLOOKUP. In this case, no more need for that. I can say if it's not found, it should let us know that this was not recorded. So this is a transaction that was not recorded. Okay, and then likewise as you have for VLOOKUP, but now with some granular and additional options, you can do exact match, which is the default. If you don't put any option in here, you get the exact match. You can say you want an exact match or the next smaller match, so it prioritizes the exact match. If it doesn't get that, it goes for the next smaller item. And you can do the one that, okay, look for the exact match first. If you don't find that, then you go for the next larger item. And you can use wildcard. So in this case, I'm not going to use any of that. And you have an additional one also in terms of should it search first to last, should it search last to first based on the arrangement of your record in the table, or should they rearrange your table in ascending order and do the search following that order. In this case, I also do not need that, so I'm going to skip it. They are all optional. These last two options are optional. So I close and enter. Voila. So VLOOKUP got completely replaced by XLOOKUP. What about a situation where I need to do HLOOKUP? So here is one example where I want to search out the value for any month for a specific client. So the any month are actually arranged horizontally. So meaning I need to look for what I'm searching for horizontally, HLOOKUP. So in this example, I'm going to again utilize XLOOKUP, and you will see that no need do you have to worry about yourself about knowing when to do VLOOKUP, when to do a HLOOKUP. With XLOOKUP you can do any of your lookups without having to worry about is it horizontally arranged, is it vertically arranged. So I'll be a bit faster. Again, I pick what I am looking for in what lookup array. Well, this is the lookup array. In fact, I can decide to select the entire row. Great. And then what should it return for me? Great. Whenever you see what I'm looking for, give me what is in the same column as this return array column. I want exact match, which is the default, so I don't need to put 0 anymore. And voila, done, right? Great. So what if I want my formula to be, I want to be able to drag. We all know that for VLOOKUP, whenever you do this, to drag, it's a problem. To drag, you need to keep using different tricks. Either you come and change the number from column index 3 to column index 4, or you mix it with column, or you mix it with index, or you mix it with match. Different ways people try to overcome that, but with XLOOKUP, well, you can do that. So we're going to get there soon. But then once more, let me demo another situation that people have resolved to using index and match anytime, any day, because they feel I have situations that I need to start worrying about, should I use VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP, and what if what I am looking for is at the end and I want something before it. So this is one of those situations where VLOOKUP becomes helpless, not useful. You can't look for something here and get something that is behind it. So with VLOOKUP, that I mean, but with index and match, people overcome that. With index and match, you can say, well, look for, in this entire table, yes, I need you to go look for which row number the account manager I'm on is on, and then get me, whatever column I'm interested in this case, column 2. Okay, so with XLOOKUP, I can replace index and match completely. So in fact, let me show you what I've done right here. This is it, really straightforward. So let's do it from scratch. XLOOKUP. Yes, what I am looking for is this account manager. Look for him in this account manager list. Then when you found it, this where that ability to separate the lookup array from the return array is awesome. Is mwah. So great. I'm going to say I need for, I'm doing for February this time. I need for February. So I can pick regardless of the positioning of what I want. Maybe it's in front, it's at the back. No more worries. And voila, done. I think I did this in the wrong place. I think it's still the January I need, not the February. So great. What of what I said? I want the ability to drag, or more specifically, able to change the month, and then I get the answer, which is the equivalent of if I drag also. So I can do for January and drag to the February, should be able to know that it is searching for something that's a different month from what I wrote in the original column where I wrote the formula. So that's what I want to show you right now. With index and match, yes, you use match twice because you're looking for something here and then you're looking for something else here, and then you need them to be, maybe I should use the word match. So for XLOOKUP, yeah, you don't need another formula, you just need XLOOKUP twice, right? So let's do that right away. So I'm going to say XLOOKUP. This is what I'm looking for. In the lookup array, as usual, I pick where the columns of the company names are. Now here's the interesting thing. When it's January, this is going to be my return array. When it's February, this is going to be my return array. So I need something that will dynamically pick for me the return array. And that's where another XLOOKUP comes into play. So the tweak we're going to make about this is, yeah, this is the same, need the month to be identified, and the months are all in here, right? The trick is that I'm going to tell it that instead of returning for me just one column, or returning just one row, in this case it should return an entire row. Great. So I'm going to tell it to return when it has found the entire row. So it's an entire column. Well, I messed up the explanation in my head, but then the critical thing is for the return array, I am selecting a multi-dimension array, like a table, as you will have done if you are doing VLOOKUP. So that way, when it searches for February, which is going to find here. Now, ordinarily, if it sees February, the other ways we've been doing it to return just one thing. So if you notice in the other ones we'll be doing, it returns just maybe something along this column. If you remember the one we've been doing, and return just one value. In this case, I'm telling you that instead of returning maybe along this mobile I'm doing for, returning just one, now it should return for me the entire column, which is what will feed into the original XLOOKUP. Well, I hope that is explanatory. Sorry, I'm not able to explain it in a easier to grasp way, but to get the code, you get the idea. I'm specifying a multi-dimensional table, not more than one width and height. So width and height greater than one, instead of just one where it's just one height or one width height. Okay, so that is what makes it possible anyway. Again, remember the trick is in this one I'm not going to specify a slim array. Maybe let me use that way. A size 1 array. I'm going to specify an array that is as large as the entire rows or columns that I'm going to want to search across. So I think maybe that is a better way to explain it. Then another very interesting one is, say there is a super account manager, maybe a key, what word will I use now, a general account manager who manages multiple clients, you know, so the account officers for those clients are also reporting to him. It could be a regional manager, it could be. So Jide Taiwo is one of such. He manages from NBC to Etisalat, from NBC to Etisalat. If this were a month, you could have used say maybe sum if, county if, something that you would say greater than or less than. But in this case, these are texts that, you know, are not arranged in any format. It's just position wise. I know that this, from position this to this position here, is for so manager, in this case Jide Taiwo. So what kind of formula we do that for me? We need a formula that can return for us an address. So index is one such nice formula. So before now, a common way is to do index. Index can return for you an address and say, you say, you know, return from me from this address, which is going to be the index and match to get the address of, let's say, which month now, for January of what NBC is. So this will return B5. So let me do F9. Anyway, you get what I said, huh? So that's going to return B4. So that is going to be passed into sum, right? And then from here all the way to here, it's going to search for Etisalat, right? So you can see match Etisalat while the other one was searching for NBC. And it's going to return for me B11. And so now B4 to B11 wrapped inside sum. Awesome, right? Gets me the sum from that B4 to B11. Index is one such formula that can return for you an address. Enter XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is another such formula. So I'm going to say, you know, wrap inside sum, XLOOKUP Jide Taiwo. No, not Jide Taiwo. Look up the first client, the first company, where in this array of companies, right? Return for me what? Return for me the position of the January revenue for NBC. So this, right, to another XLOOKUP. But this time around, look for me Etisalat, right, where in this array, in this range where all of the clients are, the companies are, and as usual get for me the revenue, January revenue for Etisalat, but the address. So that's why I could put this colon in here, and that is it. Once I do enter, it acts exactly as I've said, except that I should have done for February, not January. Okay, so let's make that simple update. Voilà, done, right? And let's go cross check if it's correct. NBC to Etisalat, NBC to Etisalat. Let's see, 23,000,067. Yeah, it's correct. So that is it for this video. Thank you very much, and start using XLOOKUP.